All right, hope you liked that performance and playthrough, and here's a little bit about it, a little bit of a lesson on it. And so I'll try to keep it short, but here's the intro. So the whole song is basically a D flat blues, and it's centered around like a D flat 7 chord. The 4 chord is G flat, and the 5 chord is A flat. All right, more on that in a minute. Here's the intro. So the intro comes out of a D flat blues pentatonic straight up. So here's the. So he's playing in that area. Okay, so here's the intro. So throwing in the slide from the blue note. And here's a classic blues lick to intro it. And this cool, like, Fordism, if you will. He does like a rake on the way down. And that tends to be kind of a groove on this song, so. And then slide up to the third, major third. And then the 5. And I think it's a half step. Could be. I think it's a half step there. Okay, so that's the intro. Okay, here's the chord voicing that he uses. As far as I can tell, at least. The idea is that it's a D flat 7. But if you put it up here into this next voicing, you get this flat 7 up top. So he's playing off of that. And it's basically barring the top 2 strings on fret 7 and hammering the 2nd string. But the first string note rings through the flat 7. And as he's doing that, I think he's holding this B natural here, which is the flat 7 of the chord. Okay, so a lot of playing off the 7s. Same thing here. So you have the G flat and the open E for the 7, and then you're hammering this D flat. Trying to keep that first string ringing. Okay. And here's the lick. So that's also a straight D flat blues scale, except for he puts in the major right there, right? And then a little double stop. So you're barring these 2. Hit the D natural 9. Slide it down to a D flat, but this time we're going to make a sharp 9, like the Jimi Hendrix chord. Next is going to be a B flat, flat 13. Then we have an A13. Then we have a D13. And back home. And that's the first turnaround lick. So I called the turnaround chords by the chords that, if you just look at what they are, but really they're altered chords. That's a whole nother lesson, but to give you the insight to start the journey is that he's using flat 5 substitutions. So the turnaround is really a 1, 6, 2, 5. So it's this. Okay, but for this one chord, he turns it to a dominant sharp 9. For the 6, he turns it to a flat 13. For the 2 chord, he uses a flat 5 substitution. And for the 5 chord, he uses a flat 5 sub, which gives you like a sharp 9. Very sophisticated voicings for the turnaround there. But if you break it down, they're just flat 5 substitutions, and that gives you altered tones on the chords. And that's what makes it so cool sounding. Okay, there's a little bit about that song. Hope you dug it. And also, I'd like to thank Federico Meme for letting me use his backing track. It was really kind of him to allow me to use that for this lesson. I'll put a link to that so you can jam along with his original backing track too. Take care, keep rocking.